Hey everyone, Luna here, and it is day 35 of my Year in a Day training. Today's exercise was a day of silence and review. Now, what was stated in the book was that everyone should have a day of silence, a day dedicated strictly to being silent. And it lists some very, very good reasons. And it's usually just meant to recharge and contemplate on what's been going on. You know, it's been a whole month doing my Year in a Day training, and it's kind of draining to be doing something every day. So a day of silence is just kind of to recharge and get back to par. And it's actually really refreshing and also really hard. Now, obviously, you cannot have a complete total day of silence, especially if you have family members, and especially if you have to go to work, stuff like that. I work, I have small children, I homeschool. It's very difficult for me to not communicate with others. So a couple of questions that were part of this exercise. First question was it difficult to maintain silence? Which I already answered. Yes, it was. The second question was, when did you most want to verbally communicate? Now, because I both teach at the elementary school and I homeschool when I get home, or even just kind of alternate depending. I had to communicate during those times. But when I was being silent, the times that I really, really, really just wanted to open my mouth to talk, when I didn't actually have to, like to tell my children to stop climbing the furniture, that's one of the times I had to. It was just when I found something amusing, I felt like I had to share it, just immediately share it, like you just couldn't wait. Oh, I had this funny little dream last night, or, oh, look, that was funny, I saw something on YouTube. That's like the only time where I didn't actually have to communicate, where I really wanted to. The next question is, did silence help me notice what was going on in my own body, mind, and spirit? Being silent today, I was very, very aware of my aches and pains, as well as my own internal feelings. Spiritually, I feel fulfilled. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I've been doing my Year in a Day training a lot. Physically, I'm overweight, so my joints have been hurting a lot, specifically my knees. I've been going to the gym, so I've been kind of sore, and mentally, I'm really exhausted. I'm going through a bad patch in life right now with finances, and just there's a lot of things going on right now, and it's putting a toll on me. So I was just a little bit more aware of how incredibly sad I've been feeling without really realizing how sad I've been feeling. So being able to take that time to notice that, I didn't realize that I was trying to not deal with my emotions by talking about irrelevancies. So moving on to the next question is, did I have times when mental activity increased or decreased? My mental activity was pretty much the same. In the morning, when I'm not fully awake, my mental activity is always slow. In the afternoon, when I am awake, I'm constantly watching videos or reading or something. I'm constantly doing something with my mind. So that just, it didn't change. It didn't change at all. I did kind of get bored sometimes, but that's what I have YouTube for. The next one was, did I have times when physical activity increased or decreased in response to the silence? Yes, it increased incredibly. because I wasn't moving my mouth to entertain myself, I had to find other ways to entertain myself. And you can only watch so many movies, or you can only do so many things during the day. And I just got so bored that I went downstairs and jogged on my elliptical for like an hour, watching a movie. I still watched a movie, but it was mostly so I could be distracted from the pain in my knee. And then the very, very last question is, how might periodic observances of silence be beneficial? And I like the thought of recharging. Spiritually, I was a bit drained from, the past 30 or so days of using my energy spiritually. Physically, I'm drained because I'm not healthy. Mentally, I'm drained because of all my stresses. And having this day of silence made me very, very aware that I need a lot of different life changes. I need to relieve some of my stresses. At one point, I just put on my headphones and meditated. I was able to just relax. I still had to, scold my children here or there, especially since the 1-year-old decided to climb furniture, and the 3-year-old was punching the 5-year-old, and the 5-year-old was screeching in octaves that I just couldn't handle. Makes my eye twitch just thinking about it. But I really do think taking a day of just complete and total silence really gives you a chance to organize your thoughts and regroup. So anyway, you guys try it out. Try out this day of silence. It's actually pretty awesome. I actually used to do this in high school. Just take a day where I just didn't talk to anybody. And look, can't talk right now. Got a lot of things on my mind. Or just like a weekend. Take a weekend. I mean, and it's hard. It really is hard, especially if you're married, or if you have kids, or you have to go to work, or you have to go to school, which I have to go to work. I gotta go to school. There's times where I have to constantly talk to somebody. But today it was just short and brief sentences, and then back to trying to recharge. But try it out. Try it out. Tell me what you think. And you guys have a good night and brightest blessings.